Hey guys, so I wanted to talk about SLFL Live Soundcheck, and I don't really know what I'm going to do for this video. I think I'm just going to do like pros and cons because I already kind of did one of these before, and I don't really want to make the same exact video, but I will explain how Soundcheck works at first, and then kind of talk about what I did at Soundcheck. Anyways, so we got there, you get there, and you go get your tickets. And then you get this cute little lanyard that I really like. And on the back it has the tour dates. You can see that. So that's really cute. And then you also get this really cool cloth bracelet. Last year they were just these really ugly paper things that came off the second they get wet. But now we get these really cool things that we can save forever. And fair warning, do not tighten this thing because it does not get loosened. Okay, and then you'll have to rip the bracelet to get it off, and it'll be terrible. Anyways, you go get your stuff, and then you wait in line until they let you in, and you do your checking of bags and all that stuff. So then you get in. They started letting us in at like 3:30. And it took so long to get so many people through that I don't think we actually got in our seats till like after 4. But it started at like 4:30. No phones, or you will get kicked out. They were really serious about that this year, because it was over, and we had like I got my phone out to call my mom, and I hear people going no phones, and like, okay, whatever. Just texting my mom, but cool. So they soundcheck starts. They sing for us. They sang 2 songs first. And then they answered questions, about 8 to 10 questions. It was not as long as last year's soundcheck at all. I feel like they answered a lot more questions there. And then they performed another song. I don't know if they're playing 3 songs at each one. I thought they were only playing 2. So I don't know if that's different for every show or not. But then after it's over, they're going to take you out of they took us out of the stadium, and we got to do our crowd-free shopping, which wasn't crowd-free because there was so many people, and so many people at just one like merch tent is the worst idea I've ever seen in my entire life. I was standing in line for like 30 minutes and didn't even move. It was crazy. So, and then you wait. You're basically sitting and waiting for like 30 to 45 minutes until they actually let us into the stadium, and then the concert started. So that's basically how Soundcheck works. And I guess if you have any questions, you can send us asks, comment on this video, ask us on Tumblr. That would be cool too. So yeah, that's basically it. And so I'll talk about the pros and cons of Soundcheck this year. So the pros, there's not many really. They played Catch Fire, which I was really upset that they took that off the set list. So I was really happy about that. Then they played Wrapped Around Your Finger, which is also another one of my favorites. And then they closed out the soundtrack with If You Don't Know, which is also one of my favorites that I was really upset they took off the set list. So that was a pro. The other pro, well, I guess without soundcheck you wouldn't be able to get as close to seats. We had great seats, so I guess without soundcheck you wouldn't have been able to get those good seats. I don't know. I've never not had soundcheck, so now I'm going to talk about the bad stuff about soundcheck. The price of soundcheck was ridiculous. It was $190. Last year it was $175, which I thought was still ridiculous. But this year they raised it $20. They didn't give you anything extra but the cloth bracelets. Maybe that's why they raised the price. But there was over 600 people in my soundcheck. Like, it was insane. Last year they only sold like 150 to 200 tickets, and it was a really small and like intimate soundcheck. So it was really cool, and I loved that. But this time there were so many people. We weren't even close to them at all while they were asking questions. Like, I couldn't even tell it was them on the stage talking. Like, it was crazy. I thought it was really stupid that they had so many people. Like, I mean, but there's no way you're going to be able to ask a question because there's so many people. The only way you're going to ask a question is if you're in an end aisle, which sucks. But we were at least 40 rows back from them, so we couldn't even tell their facial expressions, and it was ridiculous. I didn't like it at all this year. Like, we were just really kind of pissed about the whole thing. I don't know. I don't think they should have sold so many tickets. I just really liked Soundcheck last year because I thought it was so intimate, and they got to like talk to us, and they got to like see our faces. But this year they didn't do that at all. So I was really upset about that. But yeah, so I guess that's mainly the pros and cons. See, there wasn't many. I think there's more cons than there are pros because I was just really upset with the whole thing. But whatever. I don't think I'm gonna buy Soundcheck in next year. So if there is another tour, I'm not doing Soundcheck. It just wasn't worth it this year. I didn't enjoy it. But if you do enjoy it, then good for you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I did not. But if anybody went to Soundcheck last year and agrees that it was not like that this year, let's talk about it, because I feel like me and my friend that went were like the only ones that didn't enjoy Soundcheck this year. So yeah, if you also felt like it was a little not as good as last year, let's chat about it on Tumblr or something, because they're always fun. I love complaining. That's like my first hobby, so complaining is really cool. So yeah, I don't remember any of the questions they asked because they were all kind of really stupid questions, and me and my friend kind of took them all sarcastically because they didn't take it seriously either, so why should we, I guess. I don't know, I don't remember the questions at all. Like, we were so far back, I mean, we couldn't even see who was asking the questions. So yeah, that's about it for this video. It's pretty short, a lot shorter than last year because I talked a lot about it, and I was really happy with my soundtrack last year, but this year I was not. And I think I'm just kind of growing out of my Five Sauce phase. I mean, I still love their music, but I'm just not obsessed with them anymore like I used to be, so maybe that's also why I just didn't enjoy it as much. But yeah, so if you're also unhappy about Soundcheck, you should talk to us, even though I said this like 4 times already. But yeah, so this is the video. Any questions about Soundcheck, how else it works? I feel like I've missed something, but the check-in is fairly simple. It doesn't, there's not much to it. So yeah, any questions, comment in the page. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I don't know what else. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh well, if I am, I'll add it in the comments. Okay, thanks for watching, if you even got this far, because I know I'm very awkward to watch and hard to watch. So yeah, thank you for watching, and any questions, I'll put our Tumblr info, Twitter info, and stuff at the end of this video, so you guys can see and get a hold of us if you have any other questions. Thanks for watching.